Although I've been uploading, I mean obviously in the last week, but somewhat sporadically, here's spies, I promised I'd say that for you. I haven't recorded in around a week, so I'm going to have to shake off the rust here to start off this video, and hopefully you can bear with me as I assault Yusuf, and hopefully it's only going to be one assault and I can take care of him. And it would be amazing if I took care of him in here in this part, in part 3 of Reconquista, but you really never know. And we have this other group of units over here that we'll be using on our assault. Hopefully we can get all of them involved. And we have our navy stored away as well. So with these two guys, we're obviously going to repair this castle right now before the resources run out. And I have continued to exploit a lot of the resources on Spain. There's plenty of gold out there for you. I still have this much gold. Use spies, and I have a lot in the coffers still, and a lot available to me. So you're not going to be hurting for gold whatsoever throughout this scenario at any point. So we got this castle. Once that gets repaired, we're going to put some of these villagers in our transport ship, and we're going to come over here with them, and that will allow us to possibly build a where's my market? Do I have a market? Did I build them? I can't even. Oh, I haven't even built a market yet. So with one of these villagers, you want to build a market, because that will allow me to get some stone up. I'm going to sell some of my resources to allow me to get some stone, and that will allow me to put a castle down over here, take down some of those stable units that they will continue to produce. Even their archery range units, the heavy cavalry archers. You can assault Yusuf from this angle, but because of these two towers, it can get a little bit difficult to do so. I'm going to start off by taking down each of the towers, and I'm going to have to sacrifice some of these cannon galleons, unfortunately. So just bear with me. And alright, so delete this dock. Make sure you get these fast fire ships. I have to get fast fire ship upgrade for myself. So bring these naval units down here. Get them positioned, and hopefully they're not stuck behind the dock. Beautiful. So with this, I'm going to take down the Tower of Agony, which has a range of 16, less attack. That's your biggest enemy in terms of a tower. This guy is also has a greater range than your cannon galleons, which have a range of 15. I think they meant to do that on purpose, unfortunately. And we're going to sell off some of this gold for some stone, which should be fine right there. And just monitor these guys, make sure they're continuing to get some gold. You can send them over here. It's not too far of a walk anyway, so once you're in a battle, it's really not too big of a deal if you're getting a slower influx of gold, especially with how much you have right now. And they're going to continue to deplete any of the resources they have in their mainland. Obviously, there are still some fish out there in the Strait of Gibraltar, but that gets closer to Valencia, so they're going to have a little bit more of a difficult time to get some of that food. And with the lack of wood that they're going to have access to, they're not going to be able to make farms, so their resources are going to be severely cut, and I don't even believe at any point they have stone on that side of the map, so unless they have some in the stockpile, that'll be their only access to stone. So as you can tell right now, the Tower of Agony is a beast at taking down your units. It has a huge attack, so you're going to be struggling to take it down. That is ridiculous. It just took 70 hit points out of my cannon galleon right there. So hopefully we can get a couple more hits in and take down this Tower of Agony. And we're going to have to produce some more cannon galleons in order to take down the Tower of Desolation as well. The Tower of Despair is really easy to take care of, so we won't have to worry about that too badly. So, too seriously. Alright, so those guys are ready. Beautiful. And we have some transport ships, obviously, in here, so I'm going to unload them. And we're going to send our army, which is all chilling right there. You have 125 as your population limit, so make sure you max out. It's important that you get these fire ships out there as well. And don't go in attacking any docks or anything. They tend to not respond. That is the navy of Yusuf. If you take down some of these towers for some reason, I don't know how it is with the Tower of Desolation, but I know the Tower of Despair, they don't really care. But once you go for these castles, which is of vital importance to you, these trebuchets might get spurred into action, and then they like to send these heavy cavalry archers down here, and it just gets kind of messy. It's nice to assault from this side because of all the massive villagers right here that you can get rid of if you're really quick with your conquistadors. That's one thing that's not good about the conquistadors, though, is that ranged units, powerful ranged units, are very good at taking down groups of units, which are, exposed groups of villagers, for example. And where's my other guy? Oh, he was already in there. Good boy. So, it can be a little bit slow, so you want to probably circle these guys before you, because this looks like around like 18 or so villagers. So, they have a couple over here, and they'll continue to produce them for the town center, but then they have one town center, so it's not too much to worry about. And make sure these guys are protecting. And I'm going to take it slow, because you can really get damaged, and you can really lose out on this scenario by rushing it. I mean, you obviously will continue to weed out Yusuf's units, but it'll end up being a barbarian betrothal if you're not careful and not patient with taking down Yusuf. He's in a very good location, obviously. He has all this shore that he only has to defend, so he's kind of bottlenecking you. And plus, he's got a lot of units stored away that, you know, can be pretty pesty. And because we're using a lot of cavalry units, even though we have these halberdiers too, you can lose quite a few units to some of their heavy camels as well. So hopefully this won't spur an assault by the galleons over here. They have 3 docks, and it looks like they have about 5 naval units right now, so it's not too heavy of an assault that we might get, but it is one nonetheless. So shoot. Alright, so we are getting hit a little bit, so we're going to send these fast fire ships over there, get rid of these galleons before we lose on these Elite Cannon Galleons. The nice thing about the Tower of Desolation, it only has an attack of 12 compared to the freaking 43. So you're alright. And they probably have heated shot as well, so it's even worse for us. So let's get rid of these guys as quickly as possible. We're going to lose some of these fast fire ships, unfortunately. But that is just war. That'll go down pretty soon here. And we got another Elite Cannon Galleon that we can use. You're probably going to want to produce a couple more, just because you're going to need to take down some of the shoreline structures, whether that be castle, I don't know, whatever you have in mind. Alright, so frick, get that out. And thankfully, they have a poor range, so they don't have a range of 16, only 11. So we should be able to take them down, or those castles down on the shoreline. And, alright, let's see if we can put a dent in this galleon right now. Alright, beautiful. Ballistics, come to play. Come to play, ballistics. Boom. Alright, so goody. I don't know why I said that. We can forget about the Tower of Despair right now. We're going to just focus on these castles for the time being. Get rid of these docks as well. So you want to, I should actually target that right now. These docks will make it a lot easier for you with the lack of galleons, excuse me. You'll just be able to roam these shorelines with any units you want. You won't really have to produce any fast fire ships as well. And it's nice to have a villager over here as well to build a dock. You can build a dock on some of these shores, and that will allow you to just pump out some galleons and not have to cross the Strait of Gibraltar every time you need to assault shoreline structure or unit or whatever. So, still shaking off the rust and commentary. I understand that. Sorry, guys. But can't wait for the Montezuma campaign. I know you guys are anticipating it as well, and I'm glad to hear that. Alright, so that dock should be done for pretty soon. They will try and repair this castle, so it appears that it's apparent that they do have some stone still available for themselves. Alright, so it looks like that's more of a scout. So I'm just going to take down this middle castle for right now. Hopefully that doesn't draw too many of their cannon galleons over here. And once again, take it nice and patient. Send more of these naval units over here, because I'm guaranteeing we're going to get a hit from these galleons. Alright, so it looks like just as I predicted. And our power should overwhelm them. And once that is taken care of, we can bring them over, take down this tower, and then go for their other last remaining dock. So we're going to send them over here now. Obviously, this guy is weak. Only has a range of 9. Obviously, it's better than your traditional guard tower. But it's on a range of 9, you'll be out of the range of its tower. And it's only like a attack of like 10 or something. Or 8. 12. So once that's gone, we can take down that dock as well. And get rid of any of the threats that we might have from these galleons, which will be nice. And they will... Alright, so they already built a dock. Frickin' villagers, pissing me off already. So this is kind of what they do throughout this scenario. You're kind of going to have to overwhelm them with your numbers of cannon galleons as time goes on. And just continue to monitor these villagers, make sure they're still working for you. And alright, so these galleons are now coming into play as well. Once again, we're going to overwhelm them. Crap! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! That was very fast. Are you cheating? You're torpedoing me, obviously. Alright, so these guys are ready, so we can send them down here. And they got another dock coming already, so these villagers are going to work very efficiently for them. It's important that you get rid of these castles before you send the rest of your army down here. Just makes things a little bit more organized for yourself. And make sure your siege units are separated from your infantry cavalry units. It gets a little messy if you have your siege units out there, and if you lose your siege units on this side of the map and you don't have any villagers to back you up to create some more, you're really going to have to make another assault, a whole nother assault, and that kind of can be demoralizing. So we're going to target what can hit us right now, and come on, let's fire away. Come on, ballistics, I thought you were 100% more accurate. I don't like that. So they're going to continue to repair it as we assault them. And I'm not going to get in range of this villager because I might be in range of this castle, and I don't want to lose these cannon galleons right now. I dearly need them. And let's check on the progress of this loading up bay. Oh, you're still chilling out there. I see how it is. So we got this galleon wanting to pester us now. So we get this fire ship in there, take him out. And this castle should be done for any time now. We got these monks that we're going to have to worry about here. Monks will definitely take care of your cannon galleons before you know it. So go for these guys, and trebuchets, I'm sorry. Gonna have to see your bodies crumble now and burn with stone going flying through the wood. Alright, beautiful. So they lost that trebuchet. They will like to pump out trebuchets. I guarantee you that. So when you're attacking them with your own trebuchets, be prepared to get in a siege war for sure. Alright, so we're going to run them out of town. And now let's focus on taking down these monks. Slowly taking down monks. And you got to have some strong abs to defend against these stone balls barreling in at you. Strong six-pack abs, baby. That's what I'm saying. Or put that book in there. That better be like a 9 million page book. And I'm sorry. Cannonball to the head doesn't feel too good, I've heard. Come on. I'm done with you, galleons. Sincerely done with you. Alright, so take down this dock. Quicker we take down this dock. It'll be a little bit longer of a run for their other units. And let's see. Alright, so we got some guys remaining still that need to be plopped in here. And alright, so they got another galleon. Beautiful. Pitiful. Alright, so that's done. So we can focus on this galleon now, and then we'll go for this dock, probably. Or this castle, probably. If we get the time. And they're like running away, so no, you're not going to rebuild that. I am the dictator of you. You don't get an opportunity to rebuild this dock here. Sorry. So, this is our sage army that we're going to separate. We're going to apartheid from the rest of our army. And wherever our villagers are, this boat, find an empty transport somewhere. Thank you. Oh, my. Alright, so that looks like it's going to be the end of this galleon raid. But we should have this side of the map all for ourselves. So, fortunately, I can build structures pretty quickly. And so we're going to rush this transport ship down here. I'm going to build a castle as quickly as possible, and then I'm going to take out all of these guys, and hopefully these trebuchets won't respond to that castle being built. And then with those villagers taken care of, we just have this central group of villagers to worry about. And make sure you're not assaulting any units with your their structures with your naval units when they like to send these galleon attacks at you, because these galleons will get drawn back to your naval units. And five galleons are actually pretty powerful, and especially if they're going for your cannon galleons, which tend to be somewhat vulnerable to other naval units. Alright, so let's see if we can draw this guy in. And now with these towers gone, we'll have a lot of space freed up for us. And make sure you're only getting these villagers out. You don't want to be having conquistadors and monks and whatnot annoying these villagers, bringing other units in. So, shift. Okay. So, get one more. Alright, beautiful. And plop down this castle. Should be all in range of these villagers, and hopefully this castle just gets built relatively quickly and they don't respond and they're idiots. Thank you. And bye-bye, Navy. So that's all they wrote for that Navy for right now. They have a couple docks left, burning dock. Holy freaking crap. Alright, I see how it is. Mother of dang it. Alright, so this is not good. I'm going to have to sell some. I'm going to buy some more stone, unfortunately. And let's see what they do. So, this will still be able to make a chunk of progress. And, oh, shoot! Shoot, shoot, shoot! Stupid decision on my part. Very stupid decision on my part. Alright, so... get these two-handed swordsmen out. No, stop, 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 stop. Oh, you stupid person. Alright, so take down these guys, and once they're taken care of, hopefully they don't respond, and how much time do I have left? About 4 minutes. And make sure they're on no attack stance, because you don't want them running at these villagers whatsoever. That's just not a good situation. Alright, so we're going to have a little bit of time bought for ourselves, and we have slightly enough to put down a castle. And hopefully this trebuchet doesn't get attracted to me over here. So just take down any camels that come over. I don't know if he's like a mini scout or anything like that, or what the deal is. So send them up here. Help us out, and don't you go for that transport ship. Thank you very much. So I don't know what this camel's doing. I'm just going to eye this guy. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's a threat to us. Send him back out here. I don't believe I really went into any monastery upgrades, although I can't really remember. So we're just going to ignore this guy. He's not going to be doing anything to it. Oh, yes, he is. Not good. Not good at all. And what's nice about having conquistadors here for us is that we can put these conquistadors in this castle and then increase our range and power for sure. So, shift. Alright, so these villagers are going to be sitting ducks for us right now. Beautiful. And, alright, so with all these guys ready, I'm going to plot these conquistadors and put all the rest of these units back in my castle. This will allow me to take down a ton of their units as they come in. This is a huge attack bonus for us. We have a 10 attack bonus from what we initially had. Beautiful. And we can take down any other units. I don't know if they're... And we can build a dock as well. So having this castle right here will greatly help you, and it's bottlenecked a little bit as well. So you can take down galleons or whatnot that come down here. So they have villagers that are doing nothing currently. And our army is pretty much ready. So... Alright, all transports can't be full. Thank you. So we got that transport. Unfortunately, it's not completely stage apartheid. Mining camp, not important. Hussar, somewhat important. And we want to sell a little bit to make a town center. So you want to get enough stone to make a town center. Obviously, you know what town centers will do. That'll make you more villagers. So if we need to make more villagers to build more buildings, we can do so. So this is taking it nice and slow, nice and patient. Obviously, it's not as quickly as I would like it to be. We lost a monk in the process. I'm sorry, monk. But they'll continue to send hussars down here, and hopefully some of these cavalry archers will get drawn over here as well. So we can try to draw some of their villagers down here, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. And we're just going to do a little siege wars for right now and continue to take down their navy. So I'm going to pump out some more cannon galleons and try to take down this castle for sure, because it doesn't look like you're going to be reinforcing their base with castles once they take one down. And I can just rush back over here and kind of do a little bait and switch, mini bait and switch if I need to. Next structure you might want to make is, if you want to make a siege workshop, but I'm just going to probably have these villagers chill for right now, unless I wanted to sell some more gold for some stone. And they want that town center for sure. And let's go for this guy right now. You can go for nope. Go for this castle, and if we need to, we can just run back here and have this galleon be just blown to bits by our castle. And that's it for part 3 of Reconquista. So thanks for watching this part. I'll definitely be taking on Yusuf in the next part.